It's the Gareth Mary Shows guys, my name's Gareth, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about, what are we talking about? Right, we're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 2. Right, so let's get in. So it starts off with a recap of last episode. If you want a recap of last episode, just go watch last week's video. Right, anyway, with all that out of the way, it starts off with an unzipping or zipping of a something, and it shows a bit of the not so great Captain America suit from the end of last episode. And we get the scene with John Walker and somebody else talking to each other, and then also his friend comes in, and then the girl leaves, and then his friend comes in, he's like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "Yes, I'm ready." He walks out, and you just see do 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 do, and there's loads of people like bands and stuff playing the trumpet, and he walks up to this guy and high fives him. He goes on stage, he's like, "Hello, America," and then he takes off his helmet and has this interview, and yeah, yada yada yada. Bucky's watching it and is not happy at all, judging by the look on his face. And then we go to then Sam and Sam and Bucky meet up. They go to an airport because Sam wants to investigate the flag smashers, and Bucky's like, "I am coming with you. I'm really annoyed at this guy, though. I'm coming with you. Let me come with you." So they go on the plane, and it's the same scene of him saying, God. Where he says, "I let Steve call me that because Steve had a plan. I have a plan." That whole thing of them on the helicopter, Falcon jumps off. Bucky's like, "I'm gonna jump off. I don't need a parachute." They're like, "It's too low for a parachute," but he's like, "I don't care. I'm gonna just jump out the airplane. No parachute needed." And then Bucky gets it shown on camera, and Sam's Red Wing is filming Bucky falling. He's like, "I got that on camera." And then he's like, "Follow me to the warehouse." They go into this warehouse looking for the flag smashers, and the flag smashers are loading into a van. They check, and there's more and more flag smashers. There are like 8 of them, and they notice there's someone in the back, which they think is a hostage. So Bucky hops onto the van, Sam flies, and then Bucky opens it, and there's this little girl in the back, and he's like, and then she's like, yeah, and then just punches him out the truck. Turns out, yeah, that she's a flag smasher too. So then we get a cool fight of Bucky and Sam versus... Oh, also, Red Wing gets snapped in half, so sad moment for Red Wing. Red Wing. So, yeah, and there's the fight scene. Yeah, that. And then John Walker and his friend come, and all of them get their butts whopped. It's really, they just get beaten up. Sam and Bucky get thrown off the side of the truck. Also, this other guy that's John Walker's friend has been chucked onto the ground, but luckily John Walker yeets up the shield and gets him in time. Bucky and Sam realise, oh no, these flag smashers aren't a joke. They are super soldiers. So then we get Sam and Bucky walking along the road, and he's like, you know, I've done this and this and this and this and this, and so on and so forth. I've done this, 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 and this. He's like, I can hear those brain works working. Oh, they're on fire. And then we get John Walker in his truck with his friends and an army, and just driving along very slowly, at a very slow pace. And they're like, come on, jump in. And then they have a chat together, but then Bucky's like, no, I've had enough of this, goodbye. And then Sam's like, when he says, the wingman, he's like, nope, I'm out of here. So he's gone. They both walk down a path together. Bucky's like, I know someone, we can meet up. He knocks on the door. Someone answers the door. Oh, also they're walking down the street and this kid says something, and then he says something back to the kid. And then he walks down the street, and and they go to this house. They knock on the door. And this person answers. They're like, yo, go away. And he's just like, Bucky's like, he says something or other. And then he goes to in the house. The guy that they talk to, the old man, is not very happy to see Bucky. And he's like, I just want to talk to you about this. He's like, no, get out my house. He throws the book or something at a wall, and you're like, oh yeah, this man's a super soldier too. And Bucky and Sam are like, oh, you didn't tell me that was a version of a super soldier. And he's like, yeah, it was. You didn't tell Steve. And then the cops pull up, and he's like, oh yeah, you're Falcon. Yeah, I know you now. And they're like, yeah, but Bucky's still under arrest because he missed a therapy appointment. What the? Just what? And so then Bucky is brought back out of his prison or whatever and goes to and then they see John Walker again. He's like, oh yeah, and then the therapist is like, no, you have to come with me. And he's like, John Walker's like, yeah, I'd let you out of prison. See you later. I'll see you in a bit. But and then they have a therapy session with them from the trailers, and yeah, it's real. It's just that from the trailers, if you know what I mean. And then we get that. Sam leaves. Bucky leaves after Sam's already left. They go have a talk with Walker. They're like, no. They're like, we're not working with you. They've already said that, but they're like, no, goodbye. They're like, now we can go our separate ways. But then they're like, oh no, but we've got to do this one thing because this person knows loads about Hydra. We also get the Flag Smashers are. We get a bit with the Flag Smashers earlier in the episode where they're staying in their home or whatever and eating. And we get Flag Smashers in a helicopter. Get on a helicopter or plane and unloading things on. And this one Flag Smasher is like, no, you guys go, I'll stay. And it's like the government people, and they straight up kill this one Flag Smasher character, but I'm sure it's not important. But then, like I was saying earlier, they're like, we're gonna have to go see Zemo, and it ends with a cut with a close up of Zemo's face, and then cut. That was the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 2. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.